Okay.
We should be live now. Let's see if we're working.
Awesome. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, okay. You say you I'm gonna put it 2. I don't know if it makes a difference, but
Yeah, there you go.
we
Perfect.
are live.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Well, I'm Elizabeth, and
I am Jen or Ginger with Jen's Den Art. Come on in, everybody, and say hello when you get here.
come on in and say hello. We are, Jen just finished eating dinner, and I'm getting ready to eat dinner. So we got just a few minutes, and we wanted to hop on here real quick and tell y'all all about our newest spring workshop. We have been thinking about this one for a little while, haven't we, Jen? She was
Yes,
like, I want to do
absolutely.
something really special this spring. And so this is what we decided on. Y'all want to see it? I know you've seen pictures of it about the interwebs. Hi, Candy. How are you? So this is our spring collaborative project. Isn't it gorgeous, y'all? Look at that. Look at it. Oh, you took yourself off. Now
It's okay.
you
I'll put
see my
myself
messy
back on.
studio. No, it's okay. Now you go see my messy studio. But I just wanted to pop it up here real quick so you could see what we're going to be talking about here. Isn't it gorgeous? Jen just did a fantastic job with the painting on this. I just can't get over it. When it arrived at my house, I squealed. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope she's going to let me keep it. We probably ought to auction it off, huh?
That would be amazing.
Make a donation somewhere, auction it off. Hi, Holly. Hi, Cindy. Look at all these pretty names, all these people. So good to see you.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I know.
All right, guys. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a few minutes tonight, and we wanted to give you an opportunity to ask questions and also just give you an update of what's been going on and just to touch base with everyone. Hey, Lisa and Pamela. Pamela says she signed up yesterday. Yay! And Robert is here, and I think that's Nancy actually.
In his profile.
Yeah. And Cindy says, wow, I love it. We're so excited about it. So this workshop takes place April 7th, 8th, and 9th, which is a little less than a week away. But tonight is the last night to get the early bird special, which is only $20 for an entire year of access to all of the templates, all of the supply lists, the videos, the DIY videos on making this for yourself, the glass and resin step-by-step process, all of that. Tonight is the last night that you get in for $20. Tomorrow night, the price goes up. You still have the opportunity to register, but it's just going to cost you a little bit more. So we just wanted to let you know that if you haven't signed up yet, and if you have any questions, like here's one I see right here. We really want to make sure that you get your questions answered if you have any. If you're like on the fence about signing up, here's your chance to get those questions answered. So Pamela says, Elizabeth, this one's for you. How much glass will we need is what I'm curious about.
All right. So I am here to answer that. Sometimes, I'm going to show you this real quick. Sometimes I make pieces of art using only glass like this. This is just glass. Okay. And sometimes I make pieces of art using a very small amount of glass. So how much glass you use is entirely up to you. Let me grab this one. Hold on. Sorry. Here's one that just has a little bit of glass on it. And when I turn it, you can see how little the stuff that's sticking up is the glass.
Mm-hmm.
The shiny stuff is the resin. So the resin is going to make it shiny. Put that back down. The resin's going to make it really shiny. Let me see if I can catch the light on that. I've got an umbrella light in front of me, so it looks like an umbrella, but there we go. Now you can see. So the parts that are sticking up, like here and here and here, this is the glass. And these little bits over the Eucharist here, those are glass, little glass pebbles. But everything else is just the resin that makes it shiny. So you could do this piece with just the painting. You can do it with just the painting and the resin, or you can do it with the painting, the glass, and the resin. And then how much glass you add is entirely up to you. I mean, I may have some people that are in my group that are also doing this workshop that will add glass to the windows and the ceiling and maybe the door and then their faces and their hair and all that stuff. I kept this pretty simple because I knew most of the people in this group probably have not had experience with glass. So I kept what I added pretty simple. So I have, so what I would say is maybe, depending on the different colors, like this red and this red and this red are all 3 different pieces of glass. So maybe one is a vase, one was a chunk of blown glass, like from a water bulb or something like that. And one is maybe a plate. And then the blue, I know this is from like a glass workshop, like a hot shop. But this is from a votive that I bought. This is from a votive I bought at the Dollar Tree. And this is from a votive I bought at the Dollar Tree. And this is from the Dollar Tree. And I think this one you could probably get at Hobby Lobby. So you don't have very much glass at all. Yeah, don't be intimidated by this. There's really not much glass to it. Jen has said this before. Jen really did the heavy lifting on this workshop because the painting is what really sets it apart, which is why I didn't want to add too much glass to it because I wanted the painting to really sparkle. Mm-hmm. We do not provide glass and resin. And yes, the resin comes in a bottle. I'm trying to answer all these at the same time.
Yeah.
Do not be intimidated by the glass. I promise you, I break it down. It's going to be so easy.
Yeah, my part is easy in this live because all I'm doing is I'm just painting. So I'm gonna show you how to paint. It's gonna be 2 days of painting, and then a lot of you are, that extra step, that glass and resin part is where a lot of the questions are coming in. So somebody said, "What is resin?" So resin is. I'm gonna let you explain that, Elizabeth.
A resin is a 2-part epoxy. Let me get my bottles.
That's what makes it look shiny. Yep. You have to let it dry overnight if you put that in the bottle.
Hang tight. Let me grab this. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not very prepared.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
This is resin, and you can buy this kit at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Mm-hmm. They sell it at both places, or you can order it from Amazon, or my favorite, just go to artresin.com. And it's two bottles. I was turning that one around. There we go. 2 bottles, and there's a hardener and a resin, and you mix them in equal parts. You just need like a little measuring cup that you can get at the Dollar Tree or order from Amazon, or just measure 2 cups and put them into a 3rd cup. Make sure that they're equal parts, and then you just stir it with like a tongue depressor or a stick or a spoon or something. You don't care that it gets ruined and resin on it, and you mix it and then drizzle it over the top. You will need 7 ounces for this project, unless your board is a different size. If you make it smaller, you'll need a little less resin. If you make it bigger, you'll need a little more resin. But for the size board that we put in the supply list, you'll need 7 ounces of resin. So that 7 ounces mixed, this together makes 8 ounces. So you'll have a little bit left over. So you just mix what you need. You don't have to mix it all. Mm-hmm. So that saves a little money there. But yes, there is a link to this in the supply list. You click on the Art Resin word, and it'll take you to the link that has this available.
And y'all, I want to let you know, I've done glass and resin very few times in my life, but it's super easy. Like every time that I've done it, I have been successful with it. Only one time I was not successful. And I mean, I actually was successful with the glass and resin part, but what I did wrong was I left my piece outside, and I live in Louisiana, and we have mosquitoes and bugs overnight.
And it was water or sugar or something.
Yeah, and the bugs attach themselves to the resin, And when I went check on it the next day, I had bugs stuck in my resin. So don't put it outside. That was something that I didn't know, or I didn't pay attention to the directions or whatever it was. So, but yeah, I mean, it hardens overnight. It looks absolutely beautiful. You can just buy like the sprinkly glass if you want.
You
You
can.
don't have to cut glass. You know, you can buy that at Hobby Lobby. Like it's already see all of that stuff she has above her head, like all of those pieces. Like you can buy like little rocks. You can put rocks in there. Like you can
Rocks in there. Michael sells this, and I'll show you how to color this to add this to your piece if you'd rather use something like a vase filler. And I put a list in our group. So once you sign up, if you haven't signed up yet, once you sign up, you'll be asked to join in an email, a private Facebook group. Once you join that private Facebook group, there is a list in there under the first guide that has the supply list of places that I get glass. So you can use beer bottles, wine bottles, votives, old dishes. You can use marbles. You can use like the flat marbles, the vase filler. The options are limitless. So
so the question about applying it with a brush, no, Lisa, you do not. Is it Lisa or Leanne? You do not apply it with a brush. You actually lay it flat down on a flat surface, and you pour it, and it's self. What's the word you call it?
self-leveling.
It self-levels itself, yeah, and everything just flattens out, and it's just beautiful. It's really easy, really, really easy. It really is.
Yeah, it is really easy. And no, we don't provide any supplies for this workshop. The $20 fee is $20 through tonight. The $20 fee just covers the videos, but you get the videos and the supply list and all of our tips and tricks, and you get the private Facebook group with community and people asking questions, us answering questions, other people answering questions, all of that for 1 year. So
and the tracing templates. Okay, so let's talk for a second about the tracing templates, because our virtual assistant Cindy Franklin, you'll see her in the comments here. Cindy has been working behind the scenes, making sure that all of you have all of the templates that you need. So we are going to be painting live on this board. Now, I know a lot of you were saying, well, wait, I don't have a board like that. It's okay. It's just the surface. Okay. So this board is, it says it's anywhere from 11 to 13 inches wide, which is top to bottom. And the width is 16 inches. So we're going to be painting on this. And that's just the size that I have decided to use. But we have been working with other people behind the scenes over the last week who have registered already. And they've asked questions like, can I do it on a 10 by 20? Yes, you can. And we have created a new tracing template for you to create it on a 10 by 20. Can I create it on a 16 by 20 or an 11 by 14 or whatever? And yes, you can. Those actual sizes are available in the workshop as well. So it's not just one size, one surface. Okay. We do, however, recommend, and Elizabeth, you can talk a little bit more on this as well. We do, however, recommend that you do use a wooden surface of some kind, right?
If you plan to put glass and resin on it.
Okay.
It just works better on something that has a lot of support. You could use a canvas panel that has the, really thick cardboard backing, but a regular artist canvas that's fabric, that's gessoed, is going to bow like this when it gets that heavy resin on it. The resin will sink to the center and it's just not going to work very well. So we highly recommend using a wood surface or something that's got structural support if you're going to be doing glass and resin. If you're just going to be doing the painting part, you can do it on whatever you want to.
Right. So I went away from the screen for just a minute because I wanted to grab these. I have a bunch of these in different sizes. And I think if you're a crafter, you've seen these before in the stores. They're just like an MDF type board with the frame around it. And they work really, really well to do glass and resin because you have your frame already. So that's another option there if you can find something like this to paint on. Do you think that would be good too, Elizabeth?
Oh, absolutely. I think that would be great.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be great. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So yeah, those are we just presented it on that surface because we thought that it was pretty cool to do it on that surface. So I'm going to look at the other questions.
Cindy has a great tip. She found one of those that was framed, and she took the surface out of the frame. We do that a lot in my classes. Take the surface out of the frame, make your artwork on it and put the frame back on and resin it. And the resin holds the frame to the artwork and you don't have to attach it at all.
Okay. Cool.
Cindy, yes, you're going to sign up another friend. Perfect. You can send that to support@JensDenArt, and Cindy will help you with that. Help you get the other person signed up if you want to sign up for them.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, let's see. You have some wooden panels. Yep, those will work great.
Wooden panels, 12 by 20. Pat Berg says hers is 12 by 20. That's actually a wonderful size. That's a great size, Miss Pat.
Oh, somebody asked if we would apply the resin once or twice, Leanne. So you only apply the resin one time. If for some reason you have something go awry, like you have bugs in it, like Jen did, you can sand the surface and apply it again. It doesn't hurt to apply it again, but we're only going to apply it one time. I usually only do one time. Very rarely have I applied resin over a surface more than once. And then asking if you break it with a hammer, the glass, Rita, do you break your own glass with a hammer? You can. I do it all the time. I put it inside a box. I put newspaper over it or a drop cloth or a piece of plastic or something and hit it with a hammer, and you get some really interesting, unique shapes. You're not going to get usually exactly the shape that you want to fit the space that you want to put it in. But you do sometimes, and you can. But what I like to use, and there's a link to these, mine are really dirty. I've got a bunch of them, but there's a link to these in the supply list. I like to use tile nippers. These are Goldblatt brand tile nippers. You get these from Amazon or Tile and More. Is that the name of it? We don't have one here, but a lot of people do in their town. You can also get some that I don't love, but you can get them at Hobby Lobby. They're about $15 to $20 for a pair, and they're just great to have. But and I teach you how to use these in the workshop. There you go.
Somebody said, is it painted under the glass? Yes. So we are going to paint. We're just going to do the acrylic artwork first. We're going to let that dry. And then on the last day, you apply the glass, and it's just free. The glass is just free. So you have to put it down flat on a surface, and you put the glass where you want the glass to be. And then you mix the resin and the hardener, and then you drizzle the resin and the hardener on top of the surface, and then it hardens overnight, and everything just stays in that spot, and it just adds that bling, that beautiful bling to the final piece.
Yeah, we don't use any glue on this at all. The resin is your glue. Angie, you have a good question. If your board isn't framed, how do we keep the wet resin from flowing off the edges? Well, you can just lay down a trash bag or a plastic drop cloth or a plastic tablecloth, whatever. And I talk about this in the group, but we elevate it with cups. You can use yogurt cups or solo cups or whatever. We elevate it, painter's triangles, whatever. And then your resin is going to drip off a little bit. Look at that. So you get these little bitty drips on the edge, but that just keeps it from scratching the wall when you hang it up.
There you go.
You can get these off, and I'll give you some tips on how to get them off. Or you can use painter's tape and paint it, do the painter's tape on each end. And then after it's dry, you just tape.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So I've got lots of tips and tricks. Don't worry about all the details. We've got it all for you. All you have to know is that you're willing and that you really want to do this, and we
Yes.
are going to teach you. I promise we're great teachers, aren't we, Jen?
It's
People
so much
say,
fun too. It's
what's
just
that?
it's just so much fun. It's so much fun to
Fun.
teach you all and to see, like, everybody's is going to be different because everybody's painting is going to look a little bit different. And the colors that we used on this piece, if you don't want to use the dark red and the navy blue in the back, if you want to use some more golden tones, or you want it to be more pastel, you can do that. You can make this your own. And so that's what's so fun about this, is we're going to teach you the basics of what you need to do to be able to create this. And we'll give you all of the templates in any size that you desire. And look, those templates are not just available for a year, because when you download that PDF template, it's yours forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so the videos are going to be available for a year, but the templates and the supply list, you basically get to keep forever. So it's just our lesson that goes with it that's only available for a year, the actual video tutorials. So you have all of the access. If you want to do this for friends, if you want to have a little paint party at your house and have people over and y'all all do this together, maybe you're having family over for Easter, spring break, and you want to have a fun project for your family members to do. It's just something that's really, really special. It's a powerful piece. For those of you who are Christians and know how important and how powerful the Lord's Supper is at this time of the year, we thought it would be a great opportunity to give you that opportunity to create something that's so special. So we hope you come and join us and share this or sprinkle this with your friends and let them know that we start live on April 7th, and you have an entire year to work on this project.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, these are such great comments. Yeah. Oh, the sea glass question. Oh, you're cut. Oh, that's wonderful, Vanessa.
Yeah,
I love to hear that. That's awesome. What a great thing to do together, to spend some time together. Can you buy the sea glass in different colors to use on this? Absolutely. In fact, I have some sea glass up there that I just bought in a bag, and it's got blues and greens and browns and clear, and that would be perfect to use on this. You just want, like, I love the fact that it just adds some texture. See how it catches the light and just adds some texture. And that's all we're looking for, because the painting itself is phenomenal. So, let's just add just a little extra bit to it. So, oh, that
very
is
sweet, Cindy. Thank you for that. That's very special. We feel blessed that you are here as well.
Oh, Joyce, what a great idea. Did you see her comment?
No, hang on. Oh, here it is.
There we go.
The cabinet door. I have a bunch of cabinet doors. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Now Jen's inspired.
I love it. You see, and that's another thing. You see what you learn when you become a part of the community. By the way, we have a private Facebook group as well for everyone to share their work and ask questions and get inspiration, like Joyce is giving us inspiration now on, hey, I have a cabinet door. I'm going to do mine on a cabinet door. How awesome is that? And somebody else might say, that's a great idea. I'm going to go find my old cabinet doors and do the same thing.
Cindy has one too.
Look at Cindy. Oh my gosh, I have one too. Look at that. You see?
See, y'all have been saving that for something special, and Joyce just lit a spark, and that is wonderful.
Loretta, the PDF, if you're looking for the tracing template, we have a program on our side that will make the template for you, and then we'll just send it to you, or we'll put it in the Facebook group. So you just let us know what size template you need, and we can resize it for you and give it to you. It's simply just a click of a button for us on our side. It's a paid program that we use, and we can create a unlimited amount of templates. So yeah, so we just share them with y'all.
Yeah. So Phyllis, you'll just post that in the group, or you'll just post it in the group, and that way Cindy will see it. You can tag Cindy Franklin in the comment.
We have an awesome VA, y'all, Miss Cindy.
She's
Look
great.
at her. I can make any size you want. Just let me know, and I just tag her in the Facebook group, and she will make any size you want, and it will be there for you.
Yep. Yep. Perfect. All right. Have any other questions about? Oh, it would be a great gift for a pastor,
Oh,
Nancy.
yes.
That's a great idea.
It would be a great gift for anyone. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. All right, so I think we've caught up on the questions. Let us know if you have already joined. We'd love to know if you've already joined.
Give
And
us
if
a
you are
heart
as
or
excited as we are, just put in the comments, I've joined, or I've registered, or something like that. We'd love to know. And I'm still looking to make sure we have any other questions here.
Oh, good. Pat's joined us. Awesome. Awesome.
We've got a joined. Right.
And if you all are asking questions in the Facebook group, I'm popping in there several times a day to check and see if there's been, but tag one of us, whoever it's leading toward. If it's a paint question, tag Jen. If it's a resin and glass question, tag me. If it's a technical question, you can tag Cindy. Just tag one of us. Oh, you were going to show them the paints real quick, Jen.
Oh, yes. So the supply list, let me move this. The supply list talks about, I actually put in the supply list, and I'm going to show you a picture of the supply list right here. Okay, so notice in the supply list here, it says acrylic paint color. I'm going to point to it. It's right there. Artist acrylic color / craft acrylic color. Okay, so the reason why I put that is because artist acrylic paint in like Liquitex form. This is not a Liquitex. I don't have, oh, here, I have a Liquitex right here. So the list I gave you is like professional Liquitex form paints. But then also, if you don't have to buy these kind of paints, all right? That's just all the links I gave you. If you wanted to have these types of paints, that's fine. But you can also use this. You can also use these types of paints. So you see where it says craft acrylic color? Just something close to that color is good. Okay, it doesn't have to be the exact color that I have on the list. Those are all just optional colors, and you'll see that I have that on there. It says these are only suggestions. Someone asked earlier, do I have to have those paints? No, you use whatever colors you have or you have in your area that you can purchase. Okay, so we're not telling you that you have to buy all of this stuff. Okay, these are all just suggestions. Okay,
So exciting.
I think
Oh, Pat asked if you gessoed the board first.
I am going to gesso the board first. Yes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that like the day before we actually start painting. So I'm going to go live. It's kind of like a little pre-lesson. So it's a lot easier for those of y'all who are wondering. It's a lot easier when you're working on wood. Wood absorbs paint so easily. Like if it's just like clean wood, I don't know, with raw. If it's raw wood and it has no sealing on it or anything, that paint is going to absorb into the wood very, 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 very quickly. So what we do is we use what's called gesso, Gesso. And I have two different gessos that I'm going to suggest for you. Either a clear gesso, which is going to keep the wood the same color, but it's going to give you it's almost like a primer for the wood, or you can use a white gesso. Okay, and so those are the gessos that I'm going to actually show you how to do it the day before. Okay, I'm going to go over that with y'all, and it's strictly optional. If you don't use gesso, it's not going to ruin it. Like it's still going to work. It's just your paint's going to absorb into the wood more, and it's going to make your paint a lot darker than what you may want it to be. Okay, so that's something that we're going to spend some time in the Facebook group talking about the day before the workshop. It's just going to be like a little pre-prep live. Okay. Oh, I can't hear you, Elizabeth.
Pat, that is fine if you only have white gesso.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Lori, did I address what you could use for the glass instead of buying the cutting tool? You can use a hammer and get some really cool, interesting shapes that you can then lay on the thing, on the board, or you can use already pre-cut glass like this, and pre-cut bags of sea glass that are in soft colors and beads and things like that instead. If you don't want to buy the cabinet door, if you don't want to buy the cutting tool, sorry.
Reading the next one.
Yeah, but let me tell you, once we get in there, I'm going to show you lots of different things. Jen and I both are a watch and learn. We teach watch and learn workshops. So you're going to watch and learn, and then you're going to make the project. So when you sit down to watch us live, you're not necessarily, probably not, most people don't have all your stuff there ready to go. You're going to watch it first. You're going to learn it. You might watch it again and kind of take it all in, and then decide what supplies you want to buy for your piece, and then make it.
Yes.
Yes.
So today is the last day to sign up at the $20 price, the early bird special price. It's only $20. You get us for a year and all of our videos and our DIYs and all of our little tips and tricks that we're going to teach you. And after today, you can still register. The price will go up by $5. But you can still register, and we start live on April 7th at 7 p.m. And we would love to see you on the inside. We already have a lot of people in there, and we'd love for you to join us as well. This is going to be super fun. We're going to be giving away prizes, and we're going to be playing some games, and it's going to be super fun. So we hope you all come and join us. And I think that's about it. What do you think, Elizabeth?
That's it. Thank you all so much for watching tonight.
Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.